Boruto Chapter 47 confirmed Kashin Koji to be the clone of Jiraiya the Gallant. With that comes deeper integration of cloning concepts in the Naruto Boruto franchise. So what does that mean for the future of the series? Let's break it down. From Naruto Boruto logic, this makes Kashin Koji Jiraiya's artificial son. You can relate this in the same way that Mitsuki and Log are considered Orochimaru's sons within the series. So for further validation in my concept, Kashin Koji himself even refers to Mitsuki as the child of Orochimaru when he praises him for his wisdom when they meet in battle. So with that being said, it's kind of a no-brainer that Kashin Koji sees clones as still the children of their original. Alright, so now I'm finna pull some dialogue from the 7th Hokage and the Scarlet Spring arc. So when Orochimaru was questioned about Shin Uchiha and his dozens of clones, he mentioned how cloning is like an advanced shadow clone jutsu where they're all originals, each with their own personality and will. Keyword, personality and will. Orochimaru then stated, humans are simpler than you think. We're practically slaves to our genes. You can prove individuality and relatedness with them. Okay, so that whole spiel that Orochimaru said, this statement defeats and will basically backfire on Isshiki's statement where he calls out Kashin Koji saying that all genes, all people have a predestined fate. You notice how they reoccurring word, genes. All genes, all people have a predestined fate. Kashin Koji, clone of Jiraiya of the Great Three, that you shall die here was also predestined by your genes. So Isshiki is already calling the boy Kashin Koji out. He's already saying it's over before it started because you're predestined to lose, considering that you're basically a slave to Jiraiya's destiny. You know what I'm saying? So my theory is that Kashin Koji will exhibit his own will and grasp control over his own destiny. Even after Amado basically said, oh, he served his purpose, he's nothing more than a tool. Even after Isshiki basically said the same thing, you're nothing more than a tool of Amado's and you're predestined to the fate of your genes, the same as Jiraiya. Okay, so to further solidify my theory, we've seen the thoughts of Kashin Koji. Us as the reader, we get an inside look of how Kashin Koji thinks about situations, while other characters don't know a thing that's going on in Kashin Koji's head. Just think about it that way. This is enough proof to demonstrate that he has his own will and it's very distinct, and he has his own individuality aside from whatever Amado wants and whatever Kara wants. You know what I'm saying? Even Jiraiya, he's not Jiraiya. So you can even think back to one of the scenes when Kashin Koji had to actually think about whether or not Amado had programmed him to be able to get emergency shutdown. So this indicates that Kashin Koji is also worried about himself. He also has his own will that he wants to act on. So him making sure and thinking about whether Amado has the ability to basically shut him down is a thing in his head, because, you know what I'm saying, he's not just some slave, some pawn to Amado. He has his own will. So that's evidence by itself that Kashin Koji really gonna rock out. He's not going down in this fight against Isshiki. So he also wanted to help Boruto and Kawaki out just off the strength of his independent will. When he saw them in the Hidden Leap, he thought to himself, like, you're our only hope. I need you to defeat Isshiki. So I think that Kashin Koji knows that he can't beat Isshiki by himself, but I don't think that he's gonna go down so easily. I definitely think that Kashin Koji will become a mentor figure for Boruto and Kawaki once things just go sour after this event. He's not gonna go down. Like, I don't understand how people think that Kashin Koji isn't this resolute dude that will literally adapt to the situations and literally create his own legacy, even though, you know what I'm saying, he's a clone of Jiraiya. It almost brings me back to the kind of cliche line that everybody always uses from the Pokemon movie, how Mewtwo was saying something along the lines of, I see now that the circumstances of one's birth are irrelevant. It is what you do with the gift of life that determines who you are. So that kind of connects into this whole Kashin Koji ordeal, because to him, he's his own person. He doesn't really care about the circumstances of his birth. he's going to basically walk forward with the gift of life and determine who he is, Kashin Koji. He might even give himself a new name once he basically steps out of Amado's shadow and actually starts walking kind of away, because think about it this way. Amado doesn't know what happened to Kashin Koji after this fight. The frog camera got basically turned off, so they don't know what the hell is happening in that fight. This is a setup for Kashin Koji to walk away from this fight and Amado not even be aware of the situation. You know what I'm saying? I know that he still has some cybernetics in him that Amado might be able to control, but this is the perfect setup for Kashin Koji to walk his own path after escaping from Isshiki. I don't think he's gonna defeat him, of course, but I mean, even Naruto senses he has some feelings for, you know what I'm saying? He has some feelings for Kashin Koji because he doesn't know that he's the clone of Jiraiya, but I guess he just feels a similarity. But then Kashin Koji at some point in the series is gonna have a conversation with Naruto like, yo, I'm not Jiraiya, I'm my own person, but that was just, I mean, that's the circumstances of how I got here, but that is not who I am. But he will carve his own path in a way. So it's gonna be interesting to see like what this man does, because he's one of the most interesting characters in Boruto, one of the most well-written characters in Boruto. He's what keeps people intrigued, one of the biggest parts of the series. So let me know what you guys think about my theory. You know what I'm saying? Do you think the evidence adds up? Let me know in the comments down below. It's been your boy, Anime Analyst, the young Jiggy Ninja. I'm out of here. Peace.